Welcome to your new favorite band, the podcast brought to you by the LA Maybe. And now, your hosts, Dallas Dwight and Drizzle Silvera.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of your new favorite band with the LA Maybe. I am Dallas Dwight.
And I'm Drizzle Silvera. What's up?
And we have a very special guest with us today, Mr.
We do.
Chris.
Hey.
Christy Stout.
No, my dad used to call me that.
Oh, shit.
That is
PTSD.
deeper than what you just said, for sure. I believe this is episode 33.
I think, yeah.
That's what I was miming at you
yeah.
a minute ago.
Oh, okay. All right.
That didn't get across.
I did not smell what you were stepping in at all.
Failed the mime school.
Yeah.
For sure.
He didn't smell the Tom.
Yeah. Well, Chris, thanks for being here with us, man.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Chris is the business manager for the LA Maybe, and he is a guy that's usually behind the scenes doing most of the good work that we are thankful for.
Chris is 100% the reason we are where we are today.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
30%.
okay. Well, as far as like,
I'm a solid 60
As far
at
as like not
Kidding.
not
I'm kidding.
like actually one of the band members. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
Back to 100. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Appreciate that.
You didn't. I didn't have time to actually clarify my complete thought. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're also a musician,
I am. Yeah, I
and
play
you
drums.
love music, and
I
you
do.
do music. So I want to hear about that. Tell me about. We've talked about it maybe a little bit from time to time, but
Yeah, it's a sad story, but I'll share anyway.
is this dad thing coming back?
Yeah, it is actually. I had my stepdad was he was a drummer himself. So when I was a kid, about 6 years old,
And he drummed on me.
he
No, just kidding.
Wow, he did. I was abused physically. Thank you for breaking that.
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah.
No.
Thanks.
No.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh well, now this is a whole thing.
Yeah. See, it's the whole thing now.
We gotta cut all this.
Twice now, Dallas. Come on.
I'm gonna shut up. 'Cause this is only going bad.
Yeah, so no, anyway, the good part of it is I learned to play drums when I was 6 years old, just on drum pad, just doing little rolls here and there, and then I progressed into a full drum set eventually, and then as I got more into my young adult life, I started playing in the church
Yeah,
band.
a lot of people start in church.
Yeah, contemporary Christian music was really
Yeah.
good, so I enjoyed it. Yeah.
So you too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, most CCM, contemporary Christian music. Yeah, CCM. Most of it's just U2. Yeah,
That's true.
Which is good. They do a good job. I
Yeah.
love U2. It sounds great.
Yeah.
But that is what it is. I'm jealous of people like you that started at 6. I started at 12.
12. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I started at 12 as well.
My friend
So-
Daniel Kyer started at 6, and I was always jealous because he was so much better than me.
Late.
I'm like, you got 6
just
years on me, man.
Late bloomers,
Yeah, but I mean, some people don't start till they're like 20-something.
but you guys are much better at guitar than I am at drums, though. That's a big difference, right? So maybe my brain wasn't quite developed enough to get to where I needed to be playing drums, because clearly waiting 6 more years may have done me some good. I don't know.
But are you, did you have any aspirations of playing? You were playing in church. That's something. I mean,
Yeah,
were you
I always
in
wanted to
bands and
play.
stuff?
Yeah, I wanted to be in bands, and I wanted to teach kids, right? So I've taught several kids actually how to play drums and stuff. So that was always my passion to do that.
nice teaching.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we're both teachers, as you know. And
Yeah.
as people listening may not know, Driz and I are both instructors. So is Rasan and Faz in our band.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, just a bunch of instructors here.
It's to me it's interesting drummer perspective of being able to move 4 appendages at the same time doing 4 different things, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people you find they can't do that. So
No,
it's
it's,
interesting. When
I
some-
moved 5.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
It takes a little bit of practice for sure.
Yeah.
Moving
Especially
5.
for the 5th one. Without the 4th one, it is.
I can move 4, no problem. You throw that 5th one in there.
Takes a little Cialis. Practice.
It's
Did I
definitely
say
hard.
Cialis?
Yeah, no pun
I meant
intended.
practice. Mix those two up all the time. I don't know. common mix up in my world.
It's definitely hard.
So then what? I mean,
Yeah.
was-
So
did you kind of stop playing at some point?
I did. Yeah, I kind of semi-retired, if you will, and got
When?
out of it. Man,
Like
2000,
age?
Yeah, 2000. So age probably 33, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was a little bit older when I stopped playing for sure. Yeah.
Were you like gigging and stuff? Or just
no.
kind of jamming?
Yeah, it's jamming.
Yeah.
So I got into music because, and it's going to lead into the story where you're going in a minute here. I got into music because it was my getaway, right, from my childhood that we're not going to talk about.
Right.
So it was a getaway.
Oops.
Yeah, I put the headphones on and go and listen to music and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot of people can relate.
Yeah, exactly, right. So
I can 100% relate. So, yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I think I can too, to a degree.
So my goal was to get away from things in life, and as my life progressed, I found music was always an outlet for me. And
Right.
then when I got into my aging adulthood, I hooked up with a band, local band, and started managing and booking them and what have you, and got back into somewhat the music industry, and then found out that I liked it. So when
Like the business side?
yeah, the business side of it,
Yeah.
exactly. So when I changed directions with that, and I started my own company, Apex Entertainment Group, when I started that, I really found that there was a niche out there for bands who wanted to get into certain venues but couldn't. But I had an ear in because I had already been in the market, so I was
Yeah.
able to help bands get into venues they couldn't before. And to me, that was satisfactory.
Well, that's
right?
what you did for us, and I want to get into how we got in touch and
Yeah.
how all that happened as well. But carry on.
Yeah, so once I realized that I was making a difference in people's lives, which is why I do it. I don't necessarily do it for the money. The money I make on things generally goes for advertising costs and things like that. So I'm not doing it
It's
for the
not
money.
like a huge profit.
Yeah, it's not a
But
huge
this kind of
profit.
taps into your wanting to teach. It's not teaching, but it's similar.
It's still
payoff,
helping
I would
people.
say.
Yeah, still helping people. So having the desire to want to do good for people in life, I think, is a positive thing. So so it led into one thing led to another, and I launched Apex Entertainment Group, and I have several bands and solo artists that I book and stuff.
Let us see that T.
Oh yeah, you see the T right there.
Apex Entertainment Group. Where's the website, by the way?
It's apexentertainmentgroup.com.
Ace.
Yeah.
Not
Pretty-
.edu or .gov.
Yeah,
Dude, we still
.org.
got to get that .gov
We
thing
still
going
gotta-
for the LA Maybe.
LA Maybe fans, Vipers, everyone out there, babies. We need to petition the government right now to get lamaybe.gov, and we need your help to do it.
Ralph Norman is our representative. He's our congressman, so please send him. Then we got Lindsey Graham
He's
as
going to
our
get this clip
senator.
with you wearing that shirt and be like, I don't think so, bud.
These are my guys.
There's probably a laundry list of like requirements you have to meet before they even it's probably just like, oh, well, you don't meet this, so you can't. You know what I mean?
Eventually, it's just the laundry list is being the LA Maybe.
What if we just made it our goal to just check those boxes? Like,
Let's do it.
I don't even know what those could be, but like, provide a government service. We're like fucking trash pickup. Like we're just like we're like Old School, the movie Old School. We're like trying to be a fraternity, but we're trying to get a .gov.
Oh man.
Lifelong goals.
So what do you do with Apex? I mean, you said a little bit, but like, what is the goal with Apex?
Yeah, so the goal, the immediate goal, obviously, is to get bands into venues. And I work with the venues to schedule and book out, generally for a year, 6 months at a time, whatever. But outside of that, I do all the business side of it. There's a couple bands I manage. You guys, obviously, one of those, a business manager for you. The other aspect really is controlling the social media and the advertisement part of that, right? So it's beyond just booking a band and getting them into a venue. It then goes on to what do you do in advertising and get folks into the door. So I try to play that part as well.
Yeah, that's the hardest part.
That's the real hard part, yeah. I had a guy ask me today, it's funny you brought that up, a guy asked me today, he's like, so when you book for the year, what do you do the rest of the year? Like, there's always things to do for the rest of the year.
That's a good point, but I did think, as you said that, you were like, I book 6 months a year out. I was thinking like, so that means you could batch it pretty good.
Yeah, you could.
You could have like one really busy weekend and then just, I mean, you're doing other stuff, of course, but it's not like that.
Well, when I first started out, it used to be October was the booking month, and I would do October, and I would do all my Facebook events for the year. And then, to your point,
That's a
what do
whole
you do?
thing,
Yeah, right. Then it's just filling in cancellations and things like that. Then COVID hit, and it all went to the side.
But you were doing it way before COVID, though.
Yeah, well, I launched my company October of 19, which was, COVID hit February
wow.
of 20. Yeah.
That seems...
Yeah.
Okay, well, then this leads me into how we met.
Yeah.
Do you tell the story?
No, you tell the
No,
story.
because I don't want to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. We're here to talk about you meeting me.
Well, yeah, so we actually met. We were doing a gig. One of my bands was doing a gig, and Duff McKagan was there, and P. Hux, and
Dallas Dwight.
Dallas Dwight was there. Yeah, and what's it?
Just all the legends.
Green. What's it? Not Jeff Green.
Gary Green.
Gary Green. Thank you.
Yeah.
From
Gary's one of
Hootie
my favorite
Blowfish.
people, and one of the few people who can rival my knowledge of Star Wars.
Oh,
So I love Gary.
yeah. Anyway, so we met there. So there's this. I'm there with a band, and there's this young kid up on stage ripping the guitar, and I'm like, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah.
So,
Then I knocked him over accidentally getting on.
Yeah, it was okay. So we're all back in the green room and stuff, and I look over, and there's this young kid. No offense, young kid sitting with Duff McKagan, just going over riffs, and Duff's just digging. And I'm like, wow, this kid's got something, And so that's where we met initially, and then
You should actually probably say that the young kid was indeed me.
the young kid was indeed.
You're
you, Dallas.
dancing all around it.
Well, you said it.
But some people are going to be like, you never said who the kid was.
Let me. So the young kid was Dallas Dwight of the LA Maybe, was riffing with Duff McKagan. So,
Damn right it was. Yeah. Just kidding.
You're the.
He's just being humble.
That gig was such, for me, Guns N' Roses is my favorite band. That gig was such a huge life moment for me.
Yeah.
It was. I'll always remember that. It was January 2019, right?
Yeah.
It's 2019. I knew it was
2019,
January. And the reason I got the gig is because I'm really good friends with Bruce McKagan, Duff's older brother. Yep. There's 7 or 8 McKagan kids. Yeah. Bruce is 14 years older than Duff. Duff's the baby. And I've been doing a lot of work with Bruce and on various music production projects and things like that. He writes a lot of musicals and stuff like that, and I was helping him with that. And we kind of just grew a really nice friendship out of that over 2017 and 18. And through this whole time, he was always telling me, like, yeah, I'm going to try to get Duff down here for something, and we're going to, whatever it is, whatever it ends up being, I don't know what it's going to be, but I want you to play guitar for it, whatever it is when it happens. I was like, oh, yeah, sure, that sounds great. And for one, I'll never forget this moment. He brings me out. We finish up a session. He's like, hey, come here, I got to show you something in my car. He never has done this once. And this is probably session 60. And I'm like, that's weird. Okay. Comes on down. He says, go ahead and open the back seat. I open the back seat. It's the platinum record for Appetite for Destruction given to, presented to Duff McKagan. And I'm just like, whoa, it's like all beat up. Because he just put it in his mom's storage unit for, decades. And Bruce is like, yeah, just, hang on to that for a bit. I was like, what?
For a bit.
So I had the platinum record for Appetite presented to Duff on my wall for probably a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember seeing it there.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, and Duff, or Bruce came back. He moved to Seattle not too long ago, back home. And he took it back with him, obviously, then. But I had it for a long time. And that was a really special thing.
That was one of the first conversations you and I ever actually had.
Oh, probably the first one. Hi, I'm Dallas. I have the platinum.
So I come over to try out, before I was going to try out for the band, just to like come over and talk about original stuff. And I guess, we had ended up doing Fake.
I was at Ashton's house.
Yeah, that was at Ashton's house. Yeah. And you were like, hey, see that up there on the wall?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude.
Is that Poison?
Guns N' Roses? I was like, you're like, yeah, it's the platinum record.
Okay, but to be fair, I'm not like that braggy and
no.
I'm
you
the
were
biggest
not.
fan. I'm coming from like the fan world,
No, you were not. You told me about Bruce and how
you got
probably
it. Word for word what I just said here.
Exactly.
I've said it
Dude,
to so many people.
Exactly. No. I just have to embellish the story because it's so fun.
Yeah, making me sound like a dick.
Nah, dude. Nah.
They know for themselves that I'm a dick.
Platinum dick.
Platinum dick.
But bringing it all back, that's how I got involved in this thing. And then Bruce finally called me up. He was like, hey, we're doing it. And one of my favorite things he ever said, he was like, Duff's being so generous. He's flying out on his own dime. Quickly Google Duff's net worth. It's over $40 million.
His own dime?
Yeah, I think he can afford it. It's fine.
I'll take his dime.
I think it's
like one dime.
That is a dime to him. You're right. That's a great point. Yeah. First class ticket.
That's right, yeah.
But anyway, I thought that was funny. So that's how I got involved with it. And there was a bunch of, all-star group of musicians there. I was just lucky to be a part of it. A couple of us younger kids were there, just happy to fill in and be a part of things and support the older cats. And I hate that I said cats. And you were there, managing one of your bands that was there. Yep. And that was I won't give out too many names, but it was that's how we met. So I remember that's cool, kind of the two perspectives. Yeah, that moment, one of my favorite moments in my whole life is sitting on that couch with Duff. And he has an acoustic guitar and he's playing something and he hands it to me and he's like, show me something. So I start playing Treasure by Bruno Mars. And he goes, whoa, what's that? Show me that. And I start teaching him Treasure by Bruno Mars.
Which is pretty cool, right?
Because we had just learned it for our variety set.
Yeah.
So it's fresh in my mind. It's got this funky thing.
The chances of y'all being, all of you guys, including Duff and everything together in the same room is almost like lightning strike twice.
And that's a great point. And not only that, that's an amazing joke. You've been prepping this for 20 minutes.
I know.
Not only that, though, for seriousness, though.
For serious, though.
We were there from 11 a.m. to like 11 p.m. We were there for 12 hours together.
It was a long day.
I told everyone this, and that was just that one day where Duff had come in and all that. But the week before, P. Hux and Ben Hoyt, the violinist who was there that was with P. Hux, and Quentin Bethia, the pianist
was awesome.
and singer, just an incredible musician. All of us were hanging with Bruce and the whole crew and everything for like the whole week leading up to it. And it just felt like summer camp. Yeah. We were just in rehearsals all day. We were having dinners every night as a group, laughing. I mean, Ben and I hit it off super hard. Like we were just complex conversations about life and music till like 3 a.m. Just like standing here, just like, we're not going to bed. Like, what's your thoughts on like, we just keep going. And it was just so fun. And by the end of all of it, it felt like summer camp. It was like, oh man, see ya. Like, bye. Like, see you next summer. Like, it's been 2 or 3 years now. But that was a life moment for sure. And that's where we met. And this has been an amazing relationship having you and I'm marrying you and all that.
I remember the day you called me. We were talking about this earlier. I was staying in an airport in Chicago, of all places. We're talking about the airlines. And,
ORD.
You're like, hey.
That's where the name of this band came from, that airport.
Yeah, there you go. LRD.
Yep.
Anyway.
No, legitimately, though.
O'Hare, yeah.
Legitimately,
Right?
the name came
O'Hare, yeah.
because of that airport.
Yeah, it was in the O'Hare Airport. Yeah, 2016. I was sitting there. Texted Foz. But yeah, the airport code is ORD.
I thought you said the name of the band.
Yeah.
Oh, no, ORD. That's the airport code, right?
That's
okay,
yeah,
right?
that's what I was like, no, it didn't.
I confused everybody. Back to you. I called you in the airport.
No worries. Yeah, you called me. I was staying in the airport, and you're like, hey, you want to talk? I'm like, yeah. So we started talking about business and what have you, and that's how I got connected with the LA Maybe. And it's been a journey, and it's been awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Well, what made me want to work with you was the band you were working with and how professionally everything was handled and how good it seemed like everything was a smooth machine. You had the laminates. You were running around taking care of stuff, and you just looked like the guy that was getting shit done. And I was like, we need one of those guys.
Yeah. Well, I tend to want to be the guy who knows and anticipates what needs to happen, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm standing on the side of the stage and I see a cymbal stands falling over, I'm going to go fix it. Or I see your pedal board come unplugged or something, I'm going to run up there and fix it.
Right.
I tend to pay attention to those things, which
And being a musician helps with that for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know when stuff's kind of wrong.
I can 100% say yes. That is exactly yeah.
Yeah, but I remember we met in Chili's.
That's right. No,
Yep. It was
we did
Chili's.
not- No, it was Buffalo Wild Wing. My son was there.
2 meetings then.
Yeah, the second meeting was at Chili's.
Okay, that's
when
the
we
one I
had-
remember. That's when we signed.
There was somebody else. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly right.
You're right. It was Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's
Yep,
right.
he came. Yeah, that was good times.
Yeah, he reminds me of it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Your son does?
My son.
What
He
does
has
he
a memory
say?
like an elephant.
What does he say?
He was like, Dad, the LA Maybe, that's the ones we said at Buffalo Wild Wings and had lunch with, right? I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, yeah, I remember.
I remember. That's
Yeah.
awesome. How old was he at the time? He
Oh,
would-
gosh. He's 11 now. He was probably, what,
22?
7? Yeah, he's 22. I don't know. He's got his first
How's
kid
that
right
math
now.
work? Yeah.
He's married, got a kid now, 11.
But since since we kind of partnered with Apex and things, and then we obviously took kind of you to a different level with us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Than other things. As far as like it was, at first it started as kind of like just your typical like I'll book you gigs.
Yeah.
And then it quickly became more
That's exactly
as
right.
you got more involved and stuff. There was a question. I don't remember what it was. Anyway,
Good question.
Back to you.
Yeah, back to me. So it quickly developed into more of a business relationship outside of the friendship, which has been really nice. You know, really putting structure into the band, LA Maybe, and
Yeah.
you guys, you propelled yourselves so much since the day that we had that first phone call until where we are today. I mean, just the energy and the time you guys put into the band in general has really made it easy for someone like me to step in and put all the legalities behind the scenes in place and make sure we get the things we need to do to make sure you guys are successful and not set yourselves up for failure.
Yeah. Damn, we want to fail so bad though, huh?
Yeah, well, sometimes
Yeah,
you
sure.
gotta fail to make it.
We try so hard.
It's just hard to fail when your future's so bright.
Yeah.
And you have to wear sunglasses all the fucking time.
All the time.
Future's so fucking bright, dude. I just forgot for a second. Now I'm blind.
No, dude, I've been blind the whole time. Imagine trying to switch this fucking thing when you just can't see, dude.
Dude, you know how bright my future is, dude?
How bright?
I just learned to braille.
Nice. I know it's dad joke night.
Hey, that was a good one. Come on, that wasn't a dad joke.
That's pretty fucking
There was
good,
lower
dude.
layers to that. Do you ever, like, you're in a hotel and you see room 6 or whatever, and then you see the braille, and you're like, how the fuck could anyone ever have
Figure out what
any
that
idea
is.
how this works? Like,
I bet
I'm
that's
touching-
I
I
bet
can
that's
barely
what the
even feel the
person
dots,
who's
dude.
blind saying. Like, how the fuck does
how do they expect me to know this?
Well, the bigger,
But, like, I mean, I guess also my fingers are so calloused and beaten up, and my hands are so gnarly, but, like, I can't feel the bumps even.
yeah.
Like,
Well,
Dude, I still stand by what I said. I cannot wait for the day when I see your fist connect with someone's dome. Granted, I hope you don't kill them.
you've said this forever, dude.
fatty fingers.
Well, he always talks about my wrists being like I don't have much of a wrist. It kind of just goes
It's just-
fist to arm.
And your hands just
You have the
Just-
Kankel's
like
version of
compared
hands.
to mine.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, the camera
Well, look at the
doesn't do it
difference in wrist,
justice.
though. You see the wrist?
Yeah.
You're just bigger than us, though, in general, though. What are you, like 6'10"?
No, 6'3".
Okay.
You have the Kankel version of wrist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Christs.
Chris. The other interesting thing about Braille in a hotel door or a motel is once you get in, there's really not much leading you once you're inside the room.
Yeah.
With Braille. Like, now what?
Tripping over the bed. Shit.
Now what do I do?
Didn't expect that to be there. There's one thing in this room.
Where the hell's the lamp?
Dude, being blind's got to suck.
Where the hell's the lamp? You never have the lamp on. You invite your favorite guest over, and it's like, why is it so dark in here?
You're like
Because
partying.
I can't see. I don't need light.
You're partying. Everybody standing around the room looking.
Your life is the equivalent of those silent discos, where everybody's got headphones, they're going nuts, and you walk in and you don't hear anything, and you see all these people going crazy. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I walked out of the movie theater up down Charlotte one night, and people were on the rooftop. I was like, what the hell? And then
And it was silent.
Yeah.
That'd be so trippy to see,
Whiskey
dude.
River.
You would think you're an alien looking in on like Sims,
Yeah,
like Sims
exactly.
4. You're like, look at him.
Is that a real fucking thing? Silent disco?
Yeah, dude, you put on headphones just like yours, Beats or whatever wireless shit, and you go in and you put on. I've never done it. You get in and you put them on, and it's like blasting the music, so you feel like you're in the club, and everybody's hearing the same thing. So you're going nuts with your friends, but like if you take them off, it's silent.
But so this one was outside, and the beauty part of that is you get around noise ordinances because only you can hear it.
Yeah, but you're probably screaming and
you're
cheering.
not screaming over 98 decibel, right?
Well, there's 100 of you, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
I
I'll
don't
scream
know.
at the same time. It's a good
Yeah,
point.
for sure.
Yeah, stadiums, dude. Come on, man.
Have y'all seen those commercials for those like headphone subwoofers that go across your chest to
That's
connect
nuts, no.
Bluetooth to your phone?
I can't remember the last time I've seen
And
a
so
commercial.
like when you got your headphones in, like you get to still actually feel the woof in your chest from this little. It's essentially like one of those shakers that you'd put under a floorboard in a stage. So every time the kick hits,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, those were theater
stage would
chairs.
shake.
Oh, they call those butt thumpers on the drums, right?
Butt thumpers, yeah,
You can put them in your seat.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah, so you can feel the kick. Yeah.
exactly. So, but yeah, it's for your chest, and it connects to your phone, and I guess plays the music, and you plug your phone into the fucking thing, and
So you're
That's nuts.
yeah, and you're feeling it, dude. I remember watching the commercials for it because I'm like, that's actually like pretty cool from a nerdy side, like audio engineer
stop
side.
your heart.
That'd be also pretty cool.
Yeah.
But to say that, but aside
They're
from
like,
that,
I know how to solve the population problem. Starting with audio files. Check out this new sub. It's just an EKG.
I think audio files would be the last populace. Like
they're still here, like still in their studio. Like, is it quieter? Like, I would love my studio for 2
That should be
months.
217 on your list.
217
Audio files.
Audio files.
Your list you got running.
Audio files.
Oh, he's talking about the list.
The list.
Can I leave my app here?
I don't know. This cut button really fucking drives me crazy, though.
Is it double cutting?
It's double cutting like a motherfucker. All right.
Give me a second. I'll see if I can find it. Don't put it on me if it's on me.
It's
Oh,
on
yeah.
me. It's on me right now.
It's on me as it should
It's
be.
on Chris right now.
It's on me.
Now. But now it's back on me because
back
I have control over it. But now it's back on Chris because
You can.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. What?
Okay. Well, explain to people what we're doing here.
Yeah. I don't know. What
You got to explain it to him first.
Oh, I
You
gotta
guys-
explain it, Driz. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I'm just going
Well,
along
you
for the
guys that
ride,
have followed
man.
the podcast for a while know we have a running band name list.
Oh yeah. So you're pulling it up on Dropbox or your phone?
Yeah, that's where it is. It's on Dropbox.
Oh.
It lives on Dropbox.
His phone is busy.
It's actually a Dropbox paper.
Mine lives it.
That's
Mine
their
lives in
version.
my phone. I just double cut.
Well,
again,
that's
dude.
dangerous, dude. Okay, well, I mean, it's got to load. Damn. Oh, it's still loading. Give it about 20 minutes. We're on Drizzle's internet here.
I could just wire you in and it'd be great. Great.
could.
Be good.
12 is funny.
Grid
You'll like this
is
one.
great and good.
Nice.
All right. Well, this isn't good audio, guys. We got to keep talking here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is loading.
This is horrible.
I mean, I can use my phone, but it's attached to my camera. So we have a running band name list. Anytime somebody says something funny or we come across a funny phrase in a movie or something, we usually add it to the list. And one of us will be like, new band name, and we add it to the list. And it is currently, right before we started this podcast, I think we discovered it's, 200 and something names long?
216, I think you said.
Yeah. Something like that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
So
just do it.
basically,
I'm just going to do it here.
Basically, we're gonna play a game, and we're gonna ask Chris to pick a number, and whatever number he picks, we're gonna read off that
We're
name.
going to read off the name. We'll do a few. Yeah, we won't do too
Okay.
many, but we'll do a few. Wow, even this internet's terrible. I'm going to get off of it here.
Yeah, just get off your
go.
data and get onto my internet,
All right,
which is
good.
terrible.
We didn't
but not
lose
as
anything.
terrible.
All right, give me a number 1 through 215.
Let's
which
start
is,
with 69.
which is how many could have guessed that one?
Man after my own heart, right there.
All right, 69. You're talking. This one's not that good. Legalize life.
Oh God. That's too real for today.
All right.
All right, let's pick 137.
Okay. Oh, this is a legitimate one. Between Dog and Wolf.
Oh, nice.
I was watching a Derek Delgadio special. Do you know who he is?
I have no clue who that is.
He is a sleight of hand artist and magician, and he put out this one-man show that was pretty nuts. And he, what he can do with cards is just truly unbelievable. And he had a section of it called Between Dog and Wolf, and he was explaining that there was an old saying that there's a time of day when the sun sets on the horizon that you can't tell. They called it the time between dog and wolf because you can't tell if it's a dog or a wolf. Sure. It's kind of silhouetted weird. And it's kind of a metaphor for like you can't, there's times when you can't tell who's your friend and who's your enemy, right? So I got inspired by that and I added that to the band name list. But there's actually more to it than that songwriting wise, but that was that's what that one is. So give me another one.
213.
Oh, that's like 2 days ago. Bickleneck.
All right, so to clarify, that was really quickly said. Bickleneck.
Bickleneck. It's Nickelback, but all fucked up.
So it's just like Nickelback.
That's our dyslexic tribute to Nickelback.
No. Hey, Nickelback, if you want to tour with us, we're sorry.
No, I think they like it. That's pretty. That's pretty innocuous. Bickleneck. Come on.
Yeah, be great.
It's like someone naming themselves like VSC, maybe.
It'd be great. Yeah,
care.
it'd be fucking great.
I don't care on behalf of them.
Let me share a funny story real quick. So yesterday,
I speak for Nickelback.
I speak for Nickelback.
Also,
and I don't care.
Bickleneck, and I'm going to go out and
I'm going to go ahead and say they don't care. Also, they'll never hear this.
Dallas was at my house yesterday. We're doing some things, and we realized we're both into.
What were you doing, Chris?
I was changing his oil. I'm not only a business manager, I'm the mechanic, the band mechanic.
I know you're actually like just changing his oil, but because of the way I asked and the way that came across,
had to be said.
It had to be said.
Had to be said.
Never changed oil in a Toyota before. What an experience that was. But
I had to go to the shop twice.
Yeah, it was door twice. Get a special tool.
But now you have the tool.
Anyway, yeah. Now
you have my
now
tool.
He has the tool.
No.
You guys, seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So we realized that we both like magic tricks, right? We're both in the
sure.
cards.
Oh,
and
these
stuff
people know.
Yeah, these people know, right? So
we've done magic on here a bunch.
So my wife, Lori, happens to walk out into the garage, and we're looking at the cards and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you a magic trick." So he's like, "Lori, come here." So he's like, "I can tell you what these cards are." He's like, 6 of diamonds, and I'm like, "How'd you see that?" And then he holds the next one, 6 of clubs, whatever. And my wife's like, "Oh yeah, I can tell." I'm like,
by the way, don't reveal how it's done.
I'm not. That's why I'm being very. I'm like, how? He's like, anybody can tell. I'm like, how do you know this? And my wife's like, oh, I see a 10 of diamonds. I'm like, what? I'm the one that does magic in the house. What's going on? But couldn't figure it out, man. But my wife could see it.
We've done that trick on this podcast. So all these listeners that are listening or have seen it before, and I don't want them to know.
I guess your wife and I have a
too.
lot in common. I've got it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I showed Driz. Yeah. That's a fun.
It's a good trick.
Well, now you know.
I know now. But
Man, this sounds like a really incestuous relationship. The way we're just talking in like, it's.
Well,
okay.
I cleaned it up. I throw my wife in there.
Just talking about changing each other's oils. Talking about holding each other's tools and changing oil. I don't know what the problem is.
I mean, just a little twist.
And I got his wife, and he couldn't.
Just got to get up under there and change the oil. I don't know.
I don't know why Dallas kept sending me to the store to get parts.
I don't know why. What's wrong with getting up under there and just getting dirty and
I mean,
just getting oil all over your hands?
stick a little plastic thing in there. Stuff that's coming right
Just
out.
got to drain the oil.
This could drain.
What is oil in this metaphor?
I don't know. It's not really.
It was hot. I can tell you
Anyways,
that.
yeah, probably it was
Piping.
pretty hot.
Made the Brainiac decision to drive his car
drive first,
to the
yeah.
auto parts store and come back and then change oil. That was
Yeah,
hot.
it was fun.
That was good.
You got another number for me?
Oh, yes, I do. Let's go with 14.
Oh, dude, what?
Yeah.
That's like 2017.
Old school.
Green Bean Boys.
Where did that come from?
I probably bought green beans with my friend, and we were probably singing about how we were the Green Bean Boys. That was been my friend Logan.
Oh, my God.
Any favorites from you, Driz? Still a big fan of Abraham Lincoln's most famed work, The Masturbation Proclamation.
Yeah, the Masturbation Proclamation. That one's up there.
Yeah, our
Everyone's coming
14th
together.
president did a lot of great things, and one of them was the Masturbation Proclamation.
Once you start getting past like the 130s,
Like 150.
you start to get into some of the gold, like more joke names. Just
like Fuckboy McJones and the Dick Squad.
That's a great name. See that on a marquee.
I still stand by Johnny Pipes and the Four Timers. I think that's an all-time winner.
Yeah,
Like could be legitimate, but is also hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
I hit 30 and 30. Based on your comment earlier.
30 and 30?
You hit 30 and 30.
Oh. Cool.
Nice.
What else is going on? We've had a ton of gigs this year,
Yes.
and that's in large part due to you. And
Very,
we've
very
been,
large part.
Very large part.
I'm not saying he has a very large part, but I'm not saying he doesn't. But I'm saying the gig amount
I'm
is
just saying a lot of oil was spilled.
Dude, copious amounts of
There was a lot of
copious
oil.
amounts
Copious
of oil.
oil. Copious.
It did splatter.
That's the new. We should start an oil company, boys.
Copious.
Copious oil.
Copious.
Copious. Copious
You guys
oil.
want to be trillionaires? Let's start an oil company called
Because
Copious.
you can't spell trill without try, and we're at least gonna try.
Also, we can't really spell that good.
Nice.
But yeah, we set a goal when we got back from Europe in May that we were going to try to go back to Europe this year. And we need to do that. We need a lot of money to make that happen. So
Word.
there were different ways we could have gone about doing that. We could have done crowdfunding, Kickstarter, lots of different things. We decided to kind of take matters into our own hands and just book as many shows
And
as
just
we could.
make Driz work as hard as he could to learn all the
Yeah.
songs y'all already knew.
Welcome to the team, bud.
We appreciate you.
Because we'd been doing the variety band since before you were really in the band.
Yeah, yep.
Or at least we'd done the learning of the songs before then.
But yeah, you guys worked hard. I mean, you didn't do the things you could have done like most lazy people these days and took the easy way out and GoFundMe and crap like that. You guys worked at it.
We're still in the
Still
middle of
working
working
at
at
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still working
we're
at
only
it.
about halfway there.
Yeah.
Well, if you do GoFundMe, it's not iron sharpening iron. It's just the easy way out never makes you better.
I think there's probably a time and a place for crowdfunding as well, because I was reading about this yesterday. It's not fans aren't when you
I'm not saying there isn't a place for it. I'm
Right.
saying
but the thinking of it is like when you start a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, whatever. Don't do Indiegogo. Whatever you want to do. Aren't they the ones that got in trouble? I think one of those companies
know.
got in trouble for like robbing Peter to pay Paul, basically.
Yeah.
And like had a whole lot of issues. I think it was Indiegogo, but don't sue me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Put that out there.
And
I don't like GoFundMe.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
However, people, the artists and stuff, dude, my nose is so itchy. It's all like cocaine. The jokes.
Yeah.
The artists that are doing these crowdfunding campaigns tend to think that people will buy into like the message. Like, oh, the LA maybe needs to go back to Europe. Help us get to Europe. Rah, rah. And people don't. They don't care.
yeah.
What they buy into are your rewards, your perks. They're basically paying for your perks. There's just, you're putting a little bit of urgency on it with the time, right? So, hey, we have 30 days. But we'll give you a private video performance, or come to your living room and play, or give you this special sticker we made. There's a lot of different
Where I would be so to go back to what you're saying, where I would be not opposed to that is where you tried and work your ass off to get where you need to go, which is the route we're taking.
and you still come up
and
short.
you still come up short, and it's like, okay, we've done everything, we've done everything that we've got in our power. The only other way to get there is to stand on a street corner and beg, aka crowdfund.
That was a stretch.
Kickstarter slogan: stand on a street corner and beg online.
No, but to me, that's what it feels like, and I'm not,
does
I'm
feel
not,
that way.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to asking people. I've grown up. I never had anything handed to me. My wife and I worked for everything we have. I went from homeless at 18 to, buying a house at 23. So, and I would say this too, like I know a lot of people who had everything paid for in their life, and I'm way further than they are. And I know a lot of people who are way further than I am too, but I would say that there's a lot of benefit to like learning how to find your way in life.
Yeah.
And I think, and so that goes back into hand in hand with like, we're learning how to find our way. Like we need to get to this goal. And so instead of going crowdfunding route, make Driz learn a bunch of songs, and we'll go out and.
Well, actually,
I'm not bitching about it. I'm not bitching about it.
just said this on our meeting. We have our Monday night band meetings every Monday right before we podcast here. And I just said it, and that was we're all going through this process right now for the first time together.
Yeah.
None of us have ever done this. None of us have ever, no one has all the answers. We're all going through this and learning at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for sure.
that's kind of cool.
But I like the fact that we haven't taken the easy way out. I like the fact that now us as a group know way more songs than we did together before.
You and I were talking the other day about, and I'm not interrupting you. I'm what I'm going to say. We're just saying it for them.
Yeah.
We were talking about how many songs we know, how much time could we fill if we played every song we know, all originals, all Guns N' Roses, all variety, back to back. What do you think?
And we estimated probably somewhere between 5 and 6 hours of music.
Yeah. And that would be no breaks, just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, all the way through. That's a lot of songs. And if you factor in the acoustic duo songs, it'd be even a little more.
Let's do it.
Which is me and Goliath.
Right? Yeah.
Duo opens for variety, opens for
GNR.
Our tribute opens for LA, maybe. Yeah.
That's a full festival right there, boys.
Right?
Same guys, dude. We'd be so tired.
But again, it's kind of like it's forging in the fire as opposed to forging in fucking, a microwave or some shit.
My sword was made in the microwave, so fuck you. It's it does make us better. You're right.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the amount of songs we know as well.
Paying
also,
the piper, dude. We're paying the fucking piper.
It makes us attractive to people like Chris because of how good we look for one, but also for two, how if we have all these different packages we can offer, there's a lot more they can do with it.
It's true.
Like, hey, I have an original band. Oh, we don't do original music. How about the variety band? Oh, that's perfect. We don't do variety music. How about the Guns N' Roses tribute? Done. Perfect. That'll sell out my room. Whatever. And we have all these different packages we can offer.
Well, and this has been so great because we're not opposed to a label, but the likelihood of getting the right label offer is very slim, especially right now.
Yeah.
So to be able to, go this route has funded everything to this point.
Yeah. Well, there's still, I think, permeating the music industry, at least the young folks like us, there's still this lingering thought that hasn't existed for decades, but did at one point. And it's so sexy and romantic that everybody loves it. And that is that somebody's going to come in and say, you are really good. Yeah. I'm going to take care of everything. And that did happen in like the 60s. But that doesn't happen and hasn't happened for like decades. Now it's all about labels. If you go to a label like, hey, I'm really good, they're like, okay, how many likes on Facebook do you have? How many Spotify streams? How many seats can you sell? How many venues did you play? The last time you played in your hometown, what venue did you play? Did you sell it out?
They're interested in 16-year-old chicks that went viral because their tits were, and I hate to say 16-year-old, but okay, let's say 18-year-old for legality.
Let's go back on that.
They're interested in seeing something that got to 1.5 to 7, 8, 10, whatever million views you see from someone who just recorded some shit on an iPhone.
Yeah. And if you
went viral.
Zoom in on that though, there's almost, I read that as like, okay, they're into authenticity. They want the real thing,
Yeah, but then they get you under their wing and turn you into
exactly
because you're not going to make it that way. It just went viral on a freak.
Exactly. You can't you can't replicate the virality. Yeah. There's definitely something weird about that. But as far as why things go viral, I think it is that authenticity. I saw a lot of videos of like people playing guitar on Instagram. The ones that do
tits better, also. Okay. If you sit in your fucking pajamas with a fucking spaghetti string and you got these fucking knockers just hanging out.
That's me, yeah.
People click on that, dude.
Yeah, though I get so many.
You see it all the time, dude. It's like, well, they're not really that talented.
I get so many clicks, dude. Oh, dude, she's so talented, dude. You see how much talent she has? Start calling tits talent.
Tits talent.
You wanted to say something.
No, I was going to say, I think that's what makes you guys unique and guys like you that go out and you do it, right?
Let me stop you right there. There's no guys like us.
There's no guys like you. I didn't use, but I mean like more like Driz.
Okay, back to you.
Did you just call me Jizz? It's Driz.
You and Jizz over here. That's like the
Fakey's got something in his head. He wants to hear
Okay,
that.
so yeah, you were saying.
Yeah,
that.
so I was trying to give you guys a
We
compliment.
call it oil, actually.
Listen, it's like me being a parent. You know, my kids, the more I give them, the less they appreciate. But the
Right.
more they have to work for it, the more they appreciate something, right? Same,
Yeah.
same with you guys. You're out there, you're busting your asses to make it happen, and you as a band appreciate it more. Versus if someone just came out and gave it to you, you'd have no appreciation, no understanding of what it took to get there.
I mean, it'd still be dope, but
oh, it'd definitely be dope. So if someone's out there,
No, it
and-
wouldn't be
yeah,
dope because we'd be more likely to squander it.
yeah, exactly.
Right. So
and that's the thing. It
That's
may
what I was
suck
getting at.
now, but it feels better later.
Sure.
Versus feeling good now versus later. You know
that's what I was saying earlier when we were talking. Like, yeah, we're working our asses off right now, but I think we're gonna legit look back like when we've made it. And I'm saying when because I feel like we can do this.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say when we've made it, we're gonna look back and go, those were some fun times, and in some way miss them, and in some way be like looking forward to the future at the same
what
time.
I can see us doing to piggyback on that? I can see us being like, Chris, book us a variety show.
just get us somewhere small.
just book Siggy's.
You're doing a tour somewhere, and you pop in and do a variety show.
I actually legitimately want to do that.
I legitimately
want to go
do
back
that
to some
too.
of these places that have been good to us early on.
Yeah.
And sell them out to the point that people can't get in. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be badass.
Yeah.
Some of these places that have been awesome to us, like Stooges is seeming to be really awesome to us.
Yeah.
And Hickory Tavern Valentine.
I'm
so.
100% down, dude. There's
Blackpool,
one
Waterloo,
thing.
and Blackpool, dude. That's the one, man.
So
Oh,
there's,
that's a bug. Fuck.
There's
it was-
you just flick it
I'm
on
just
me.
sitting here like playing with something and it starts moving.
It started playing back. He's like, "Oh shit,
The bug's like, what the fuck?
he's molesting me."
No, I'm legit. I'm legitimate serious about that because it's because without places like that and folks who were like taking a risk on having you come and play and
Well, like Willow Chris probably about $100,000.
oh. $100,000.
Probably.
That's all you were
Easy.
thinking?
We'll just buy you Apex 3,
Yeah, there
your
you
private
go.
jet.
There you go. Apex 3. Let's zoom in.
$150 million private jet.
Where are you going? CLA, maybe.
Yeah.
I hear they're dope.
I hear they're dope. Never seen them. Too busy. Too busy booking them. Never seen
I'm
them.
always selling merch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man.
Another
That's Chris, man.
yeah.
Just getting shit done.
Get it done. Get her done.
We always appreciate it, though. That's for damn sure.
I know you do.
Even though we joke around with each other a lot, and people watching probably think we don't like each other very much.
I really try to make sure that you know like how appreciative I am. So
Oh yeah,
I
when it all
really-
comes down to it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I think when we played your birthday, I think that was.
Oh, that's,
I think you realized a little bit, you know.
yeah, that was badass. That was you guys are always
that's
very
just-
very vocal
yeah.
about that, so I appreciate it.
We also joke a lot, but we want to make sure that
yeah.
deep down,
Deep down, like why are
deep
you here?
down,
like Rasan, why are you here?
Rasan has this funny way of like being really offensive without realizing it.
He's like, no, seriously, why are you here?
Yeah,
Trying to help,
trying to sell your merch, dude. Like, what are you doing?
trying to plug up the box. I don't
And
know.
that reminds me of my favorite Hard Times meme, which is simply merch guy demoted to bass player.
Take that, Rasan.
Oh man. That's
I like to get this big pink cup. That's hot.
I know, but it turns purple though.
When it's cold, I see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's because I'm so dumb. I don't know my drink's cold.
that's what that means.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they make it like that for people like you. So
What venues would you want to come back and just blow up? See, Siggy's was actually on my list, but that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
So venues that I would want to come back and blow up,
Waterloo's got to be on that list.
for me, Waterloo is 100%. It was pretty packed that night.
Oh, I'm not saying we've outgrown Waterloo at all because we absolutely have not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if we ever get to that level, that one is always a stop on the tour.
Has to be.
Oh,
so
Always.
when you're
Stop.
selling out
Yeah.
stadiums, you're saying you want to go back and
Yes.
Yeah.
And Waterloo's a small room
Right.
if you're playing stadiums.
right.
Yeah.
Which, maybe we'll get there. Hopefully. That'd be dope.
Yeah, but, and the venue could charge whatever they want to charge,
keep it all.
Yeah.
Keep it on.
We just help you.
So,
Because if we're playing stadiums, we don't need it.
true. That is true.
You gotta put gas in my jet, though.
They went out
You
of
gotta
their
gas
way.
up
They
my
went
jet,
out of
yeah.
their way to book us.
That's what John was saying, and that's what we all knew it as well. Is they
Yeah.
were so good to us when we were in a pinch. I mean, dude, we stayed there. Like,
Yeah.
they put us up for free. They were hooking us up with everything, and
Yeah.
and then the show was incredible.
It was.
That was
yeah,
an insane
it was
show.
Great. Yeah.
I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, no.
And Blackpool, England, over there on the west coast. Really cool place. I want to actually see Blackpool this time.
We actually didn't.
We didn't see anything. Because
except for the motorways,
Yeah.
right?
Here's what happened. We'd have a chance to see something finally, and we'd all look at each other like, no, sleep.
That's what happened, Jeff.
Like the one day off, we literally spent in a hotel room taking shifts going down to Burger King.
Yeah, dude.
Just discovering what the gas station had that we were staying above.
Wow.
Like, because they had these dope water bottles that were full glass. You remember those? Mm-hmm. Is your camera still on? I need to make sure I'm still connected here. I am not.
Yeah, let me check this stuff.
I got you here.
Got it. Technical difficulties.
When I moved to the band name list, it would pull off. Okay, we should be good now.
So what other rooms?
I would definitely say Trail House has been so fun.
I love Trail House. That would definitely
big great
be a good
venue.
one.
Yeah.
What are some of these other places we've played like routinely? I mean, Hickory Tavern, Valentine.
I want to come back to Amos's and people can't even get in. Like
Amos's has got to be up there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be on the list.
Such a great place.
Yeah.
When we play Charlotte, man, for a while at least, that's the play.
Are there any HTs? And you know what I'm talking about off the top
Valentine.
of your head. Yeah, Valentine.
Yeah.
We had a good time at Providence too, but they're not doing music anymore.
Yeah, they cut it
Taking
out.
a break. But at Amos's, how about this?
They're taking a break.
Just at Providence, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
at Providence.
just
We just played there.
We just played there. We had
Yeah.
another one on the books too, but not
Yep.
anymore.
Oh.
May take that one off.
Wow.
So imagine playing like PNC after party at Amos's.
Oh,
Oh, dude. Yeah, but they have the noise ordinance.
Yeah, but maybe we could get around it somehow.
Yeah,
Probably
just because
not.
we're the LA maybe and we have a .gov website.
That's a good point. You'd legally have to let us.
that's right.
Yeah.
Government entity.
Yeah.
Security clearance.
We got to get the .gov.
It's basically, yeah, we got to get the
And if
.gov.
anyone says you can't do it, we just say it's above your pay grade.
Noise ordinance.
I own this place. It's above your pay grade.
Our staff walk around with like FBI. Granted, doesn't mean much these days, but
Yeah. We have our own secret service.
We're all credentialized. We're good.
Yeah. We have our own secret service.
Yeah.
What else is on your mind, Chris? I want to pick your brain.
Well, so what's next for you guys? So you've announced that you're going back over in the fall, right? More winter,
Nope.
I guess.
We
Well-
can't announce that yet.
Going back over to the Stooges.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a great trip.
I think most people know it's coming because we have announced one day over there.
Yeah.
And you know what? By the time this comes out, we would have announced it. So yeah, we can actually talk about it. Hey, look at that.
Hey.
yay! What's up? We're talking about it, people.
Yes, because we're filming this August 22nd. It'll be coming out about 1 week from today. And the announcement was August 26th, this last Friday. We're coming back to the UK. Probably should have said this at the beginning. Damn, we're stupid, dude.
Let's do it all over. Start over.
Scrap it.
Let's leave the dad part out.
Hey, what's up? I'm Dallas. Welcome back. No. Yeah, we're coming back to the UK December 3rd in Sheffield through the 16th. We're going to be there doing a lot of shows with you guys. We can't wait to be back. Driz,
Who else came out of Sheffield?
Who else came out of Sheffield?
Yeah. Famous band. Really, really famous.
Guns N' Roses.
Sheffield, Illinois.
I don't know.
Didn't Def Leppard come out of Sheffield?
Did they? I don't know. We can find out if we had internet that worked, but we don't.
We don't.
We don't. I want to say they came out of Sheffield. But maybe I'm just- maybe
Beatles
I'm
were
just-
Liverpool, right? Liverpool.
Maybe I'm just full of shit.
Liverpool.
Sheffield, look at Driz.
Boom. 77.
1977.
That's right. That's
Since 1992, they've been killing it with the same lineup. That's pretty cool. Look at you go, man.
Very
Birmingham.
That's
Who
the
was
smartest thing
Birmingham?
I've done all year.
Was Manchester Black Sabbath? Or was that also Liverpool? Or was that Birmingham? The problem with the
don't
UK
know.
is there's so many famous places and they're all so close together. Like,
Right.
compared to the States, it's ridiculous. You can
I
get
should
anywhere
have
in
just said yes to that.
yeah. Anyway, we'll be back over there. We're coming.
Good.
I was passing it to you to say something cool, and you were like, "Who else is from Sheffield?" So that kind of shit all over me there.
Yeah, just shit all over it. We were talking about, we were able to announce now that we're going back to the UK.
Yeah.
Hey, there's another thing we can actually announce on this podcast as well,
Yeah,
right?
everyone knows now.
Yeah, but
we
just
never
in case,
announced it.
But no one's
just in
announcing.
case they have it.
Yeah.
We're on the
Kiss
Kiss Cruise.
Trying to set you guys up for this.
Yeah. Nice. Look at Chris.
Chris
Nice
is
job.
always setting us up for success.
The
And we're
people-
like, what just happened?
The people He's like, I just gave you a career. Is that what flew by my head?
I don't think we can talk about that yet.
I was too busy over here crossing my eyes.
Crossing my eyes, dotting my T's, bro.
I was just over here staring at my nose. I was seeing if I could look at each eye. It doesn't really work.
There's this bridge in the middle. It's kind of fucking shit up.
I'm going to break it off.
It's in a way.
Chris is like,
Yeah,
Chris is just this emoji.
that's me. They should
Yeah.
get a new emoji. So what? So you got the Kids Cruise, right? Going
Yes.
back to Europe
Going back to Europe.
And if
The
we,
deluxe edition is out now.
in Quiet Riot.
Yes, that will be happening this week as you're listening to this. Yes.
Big stuff, man.
Yeah, man, we're going all around. We're doing all the stuff, doing all the things. This year, we were talking internally amongst ourselves at some of these shows, and I think this year is, as they say in sports, it's like a rebuilding year.
Yeah.
Except for us, it's just a building year.
Building year,
There's
yeah.
no re. But I think we're spending this year kind of building things up, and I think if we look at where we are this time next year, I think it's going to be a very different place.
Yeah, I think the trajectory of where you guys are today versus where you're going, it's going to be very lucrative next fall. That's my prediction.
That's what that was. Yeah, some other people's predictions as well that are on the team, and that's good to hear because it can be tough
Yeah.
putting everything in and not seeing a lot in return. But
Yeah.
the way these things happen,
That's usually how it works, though. You put everything in, you don't see much, you know.
oil.
You don't see much oil, yeah.
Joe Rogan's podcast is a great example. He was just doing what we're doing now and just did it for like, I don't know, 5-10 years before anyone gave any shits. Like
And
5 to 10 years, dude. We've been doing this for like half of 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got millions of followers.
Well, now he's set.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just takes that blind faith and that building, and you just don't stop, and you don't listen to reason when all the reason's saying like you got to stop, dude.
Yeah.
You just don't,
For sure.
you know, and that's the difference. I have to tell my dad this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The music business is not about who's good and who's bad. It's about who's left standing
True.
after everybody's been knocked down because everybody's getting knocked down.
Yeah.
So who's the last one standing? I called one of my music friends for advice one time. Shout out Harry Myrie, and he told me like music is it's a war of attrition. It's just like I said. It's not about being good or right place, right time. So much as it about like you just don't stop.
Yeah.
You don't quit, no matter what, even when it's hard.
Well, yeah, well, think about it. So when you guys were going over to Europe the first time, COVID was still pretty rampant as far as vaccinations and testing and stuff like that. So you had everything stacked against you guys to go over there and do that show.
We had way more than that stacked against
Yeah,
us.
you had a lot stacked against you. But my point is, finances in general. But point is, you guys worked at it. You found a way to make it happen. You got over and did it. And look what came of that.
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, you met Helen Biggs. I mean,
Yeah. Give her a shout out.
Big
She's
shout
listening
out.
right
Yeah,
now.
Helen, what's up?
We love Helen.
Yeah, so nothing else. That right, you got a super fan of that, which was really cool because that spreads like wildfire. The guys, the people over there loved you guys, right? I mean, it's evident they did. So.
Yeah.
In fact, you're
They
going
tell
back-
us they did, but also Brits are pretty sarcastic, so
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're
maybe
excited
they
you're
all
coming
actually really hate us.
But so are we, though. So maybe we're just like,
that's why we loved them.
I know, dude. It was so
We've
awesome.
said it so many times, but you could just bust their balls and they would laugh and then
They
bust,
bust your
back.
balls right back. I was like, yes, these are my people.
Yes, finally. There's not a tear in the room.
I legitimately, like bloodline-wise, yes, they are my
They
people.
are actually your people.
Yeah.
Maybe mine, but you'd have to probably trace it back a long ways.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty much German and Irish, like you, pound it.
German Irish, yeah.
Boom.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and here's me just conquering you guys and beating
What are you?
in world wars.
Oh,
and-
English.
yeah.
What else are you? Portuguese, right?
Yeah, English, Portuguese.
Welsh.
Yeah.
Welsh.
That's a
Yes,
big
I
army.
do have. Yeah, I do have Welsh. That would be the Jones side. Let's see. From what I understand, I've got some Scottish and some Swedish. So Swedish, Scottish, English, Irish. I do have Irish though.
So just white.
I'm just, and then
Except
the
for
Portuguese.
the Portuguese. Yeah, that's why you get tan in the summer.
Yeah.
You're just a mud of a person.
Other than that, you're just white, dude. No one's whiter than me, though. Look at this.
Yeah, dude. That's
you got a little red on you though. Got some sun.
Oh yeah, no, I only turn pink and then back to white. Yep. People are like, "Oh, it'll turn into a tan." I'm like, "Not me. Nope.
Turns into a white.
My
freckle.
whole life, it turns right back to white." Good thing is now it's peeling though. Welcome to life.
Like an albino snake.
Now I look like I have body dandruff.
Nice. Good stuff.
Why don't we move over to the Viper section?
Yeah, let's move on over to the Viper section.
All
Let's
right,
do
Chris.
it.
Say goodbye to our lovely listeners.
Bye, lovely listeners. Thanks for letting me sit in. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. Vipers, here we come.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching the latest episode of your new favorite band. This is the end of the free content.
But if you want to unlock the full uncut versions of every episode, head over to lamaybe.com/VIP and sign up for our membership. For $7 a month, you'll get extended episodes of our podcast, a bonus episode every month, plus exclusive merch. You'll also be supporting us and helping us continue to stay on the road and make new music. And for that, we're eternally grateful. So thank you.